Okay, welcome to the class, Keanu. Thank you for joining today's class. Maybe before we go for the class, let's turn our camera ya, Keanu, ya, so we can start our class interactively. Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Keanu, for turning on the camera. Okay, so for today, Keanu, yeah, as usual, yeah, we have the class on the Thursday night, and for today's lessons, we will go for the module 6 and lesson 3. We will try to continue our lessons than previous. So in the previous lessons, we've learned about web page formatting, but right now we will working with the database here for today lessons here, Ken. So we will try
Uh,
with the
s-
database.
Still gonna be in web development, right?
Yeah, still in the
Okay.
web development. So basically, in this web development, we have a lot anyway. And here, yeah, we have 8 modules, and also it will be the last module of us because after this finish, we will go for the last lessons, which we will try to learn about the career on the IT. Yeah, so what career looks like in the IT field, and you will go for creating you will create the for the the projects for the graduation ya Keanu ya. That will be on the 5 March Keanu anyway ya. We still have around maybe less than 2 months, so you can also prepare for this. I mean, like you can prepare your projects and you can also prepare for your presentation. So on that at that time you can present and you're not confused yeah what something that you need to present. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So langsung aja ya. We will try maybe before we start the class ya. It's azan right here, Ganu. So maybe we will take a short break. You can also maybe if
Oh,
you want to go to the toilet, you can start from now. And also if
okay.
you want to drink, and you can also prepare your drink from now. And yeah, after that we will start our class. Maybe we will have the short break yeah for 3 minutes until 7:35, and then we will continue our class. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, you can take a rest for a little bit. Thank you. See you in the 7:35. Okay, so it's already 7:35. Okay, let's go. We continue for the class ya, Keno ya, for today. Let's go. You can turn on again your camera. So
Okay.
like I said before, so on these lessons we will go for the module 6 and lesson 3 ya. So on today's lessons we will go for the working with the databases ya. Okay, I will share my screen. Okay, working with the database module 6 and lesson 3. Can you see my screen, Keno?
Yep.
Okay, can you see it? Okay, so we go for the working with the databases. Okay, review with CSS syntax. Okay, so basically on here we will have the task for this one yeah, or the CSS syntax on this task CSS syntax. Let's go. We complete first on this platform. We will try to review about the CSS syntax. You can share your screen, Kano, and let's go. We enter it together yeah for the today's lessons. So what is the
Okay,
CSS
wait.
style? Okay, let's go.
Okay, wait. I'll open the algorithm first.
Okay, maybe I will see your screen only. Okay, you can share screen and I will pin it.
Oops.
Okay, let's go. You can share a screen, Ken. So we will try to review what the CSS style is it.
What module, sir?
25. Yes, 25 and number one, of course. Okay, so what is a CSS style? Okay, can you guess? So what will be the answer for this one? What's the CSS style for this? So CSS style is it's likely for
It's likely for. Okay, wait. It
what's the
is
purpose?
with this one.
It's for it's for formatting, yeah. It's for
Wait,
formatting the
wait.
web pages
For
element. So this
styling web pages,
yes,
right?
yes. So basically,
Oh,
it's for we formatting. We
okay,
formatting
okay.
the set rules ya. Okay, good. Match the properties with the characteristic and element that can be configured using the line height. Okay, sets the font saturation. Is it correct?
Okay.
Okay, very good ya. We set the font style, set the line height, the font size, font weight, and so on. Match the properties with the characteristic of an element that can be configured using them. Okay, so now what's the padding? What's the height? Maybe we can go for the easiest first. Sets the width. Okay, I think that's very easy. Yeah, sets the width. So we can set the width with what? Okay, maybe you want to go
Padding.
for padding.
Okay.
So basically, padding is for internal or maybe external or
Okay.
outer.
Oh,
Okay, padding is
indentation.
for yes, it's for internal indentations. Yes, good. And then hey, so it's
Height
for
is this one, and then
okay, and then
margin.
yes, set the outer margin for the borders. Okay, good. Yeah. So basically, padding is for internal and margin for external. Okay, good.
What is internal indentation, Mister?
So basically, okay, maybe I will draw it on your screen here. Okay, can you see it? Okay, so basically when we go for padding, so padding, it will look like this. Maybe I set padding for 5. So that means it will go inside for 5. And maybe the object will be on here. But when I go for the margin, so margin is the outer. So it's just the reverse of this. So it will go for the different side. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that's how it's looked like. Okay, next.
Border.
Okay, so what is border?
Border is this one. Background color is this one. Border radius is okay. Okay, sir.
Yes, defines the background. Okay, selectors, properties, and values. Okay,
Selectors
so what is the selectors? So we have the three for selectors,
three.
properties we have four, and values we have four.
Okay. So
So what's the
values.
values?
These are values of font size, background. Wait a minute. I think I got it wrong. Wait. Okay, done.
Okay, good. So basically, the answer is yeah, selectors is H1, P, and body. So H1's is heading one, P for paragraph, and then body, which is the content. Yeah, we will set the content inside that. And then the properties we have the font size, the background, the width, and also the margin left. And then the values we have the 1.FEM. And then we have the hashtag yeah, for the color and also the 24 points and also PX that means for pixel.
Okay. Yellow. Okay, wait. Hmm. What?
What background property value would be best the source setting background color of the wedge patch to yellow? Okay, maybe we can try to find it in the Google. Let's go.
I did.
Okay, you did for the yellow. So what's the code for yellow?
What?
So what's
Two
the
five
code for
five
the
two five five
yellow? So
zero.
what's
What?
the what? Maybe we can find one by one. Maybe what's the RGB? What the first option means? Maybe you can copy. No, maybe you can copy that. Okay, you can copy the RGB. Okay, maybe you want to try 321,
72.
72, and then once again
268.
268.
Nothing. One
Okay,
to
and then
one.
121.
232.
Okay,
47. It is yellow, sir.
any answer? How about the okay that one copy? So yeah, on that paste enter. Don't forget to click enter. Okay, maybe you can also find it on Google. Maybe just copy and then paste on the Google.
Oh,
Okay, can you see that? That's the showing the color. Okay, what's
okay,
the
done.
okay?
Okay.
Can you copy that? Can you copy? Is it correct? It's for yellow. Okay, we can copy and then paste on Google, and we
Okay,
will check.
yellow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep,
So
it's
that's the
yellow.
answer.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, let's go now for number 7. Which selector should be the margin property be applied in order to change the margins on the web page? The margin. So what is it? Change the margin. So basically,
Uh,
it's inside the
the head.
no. So margin is inside the body. So inside the
Oh,
body.
body. Okay.
Yes, it's inside the body. Okay, good. Let's go. Now we will try to continue for our lessons. Yeah, for today. I will share my screen to you. Okay, so we just finished reviewed our lessons here, which is about the CSS syntax. And right now we will try to go continue our discussions. We will try to learn about storing data on the website. So with the storing data, so we already know how to make very simple websites and upload them to a browser. But so far, we've uploaded the same document to the browser every time. So the question now, what do you think needs to be added to the project so that the page content changes dependently on the situation? So what do you think, yeah, that needs to be added to the projects? So basically we need to what? So first we need to organize the storage of information that can be used to fill a page with the content. And then second, we need to receive requests from the user about what kind of information is needed. And then third option, so we will try to get the necessary informations from the repository based on those requests, and also we will try to formulate the content of the page based on the information received. Yeah, so basically we will try to learn about this one. And then our plan for today, so we have the 3 plans, Keanu, for today. So we will try to organize the storage of informations that can be used to fill a page with the content. And also we will try to get the necessary informations from the repository based on those requests. And also we will try to formulate the content of the pages based on the informations received here. So basically we have the 3 kind of
May I go to the toilet first?
oh yeah, okay, okay, okay. Okay, maybe make quick, yeah. Okay, for this.
Okay, done, Mister.
Okay. Okay, so we will try to continue, yeah. So basically we have the three kind of this. Okay, so we will go for organized with the storage and then also the get the set informations from the repository based on the request and also try to formulate also the content of the pages based on the informations uh, received, yeah. So basically we have the three kind of this.
Okay, new topic.
Okay,
Working with
so we will
databases.
go for the weekend database. So basically database is information stored in a specific streamlined way and which is intended for a specific purpose. So to automate how we work with database, special software is used. So we have the DBMS, which is the database management system. So we have the DBMS, which is the database management system. So what is DBMS? So basically the DBMS itself, which is the database management system, is a system that allows us to create databases and manipulate informations within them, which all operations when working with DBMS content are performed using a special language named SQL, which is SQL uses the structured query language. Yeah, it's kind of the language to use in our in the programming. So basically, SQL is the structured query language. Is a tool for reading and writing information to a database. Yeah. So basically, it's the language which we can use to writing information to a database. So for working with database, so the simplest way to work with database looks something like this. Yeah. So basically, we will try
Mm.
SQL will try to request to the database management system, which is DBMS, and then it will get the data from database, and then database will send back to the DBMS, which is the database management system, and then the DBMS will uh, will pulling and share us the data. So basically the process, yeah, we need to code first, yeah, by using the SQL command. We go for DBMS, which is the database management system, and it will pulling the database, pull database, and then after that, the DBMS will show us the data, yeah, like this. Understood? Okay, next.
Okay,
So for the social
okay,
entrepreneurship,
understood.
we want to try our hand at social entrepreneurship, but which project should we start with? So, for example, we could help organize a website for maybe for conducting quizzes at school, for this one. So, basically, for the project idea, so each visitor to the site must answer 10 randomly selected questions, for this one. All questions and answers will be stored in a database. When the player moves to the next question, the web application reads the text of the questions and answer options from database. The question and also mix up answer are posted on the web page. Yeah. So basically, this the questions and also answer. Yeah. So questions and answers will be stored in the database. When the player moves to the next questions, the web applications will read the text of the questions and answer options from database. And the questions and also will mix up answers and are posted on the web page. So basically, the question now, how will database be organized, for this one? How it will be organized for this one? So the informations in database is presented in the form of the tables, by the way. Yeah. So basically, the base is likely the table. Yeah. So we have the header, we have the content. So it's like this one. Yeah. So basically, we contain the cells also. The name, we have the column. This one is column, and then we have also the rows for this one. So it looks like, yeah, for the tables. And the first rows we can say it as header. A database can consist of one or more two tables, yeah, or more tables, and information is stored in the rows of the table, yeah. And then a record is a row of the spreadsheet, and a record consists of the fields, which is, we can say it as the columns and also their values. So basically, we have the record, we have the fields, which is the columns, and also we have the values also, yeah, for this one. And then for the structure for database, so we have the record. So we can call it as record or maybe rows, yeah. It's a
Okay.
row in a table containing informations about individual object, as you can see. So basically, it's the one row, yeah, Ken, which contains one, two, three, four, yeah, four columns. We have the four columns. And then we have also the field, yeah. A field or maybe the column is a table column containing the value of the specific property of an object. So we can call it as a row and column. We can also change that and call this as a record, and then also for the row and also a field, yeah, field for the column. So basically, we have the two kind of how do we pronounce this. And then we go for a new topic, which is we will go for introductions to the SQL. So SQL itself, so we have the structured query language is a programming language for creating and modifying database, as well as extracting informations from them. Yeah. So basically we have this one. And then we have also the SQLite on this one. So it's a database management system, or maybe we can call it as DBMS. Okay, so we can just, to make it short, we can call it just DBMS, which which is the database management system that can be embedded in the applications. And then we have also the SQLite tree, so which is the standard Python library module, yeah, for working with the SQLite DBMS, or maybe DBMS is database management system, yeah, database management system. And then for the basic SQL statements that you need to know, Keanu, and we will try to practice for this one. So we have the create. So create means it for creates a database objects, for example, maybe a table. And then select. Select is for the data that meets the specified conditions. So we want to get the data, we want to pull the data, we can use the select. And then also we have the insert. So when we want to add the new data, we
Adds
can
the data.
use the insert, yeah, we can use the insert command. And also we have also the update. So it for modifies the existing data. So maybe you want to change the maybe the year, maybe the month, the year, and so on. We can use the update. And then delete, yeah, for deleting the data. And then for creating the tables, so basically to create a table, we can use the create table command. And next, we need to specify the name of the table and list the column names and their type in the parentheses. So basically like this one, maybe we want to create a table named questions. So the table names is questions, create table questions with the question as the first column as the text. We have also the column name max score with the integer type. So basically it will be the number, ya, kayaknya ya, number, and etc. And then correct answer as a text, and then incorrect answer as a text. So basically, how many columns that we've created by using this command?
We have created how many columns?
How many columns? One, two.
Four.
Yeah, we've created four columns, yeah, with
Okay.
different data types. We have the integer
Oh,
for
the
this.
integer is for max score, yeah, because it ends
Yes,
with
because
number. Okay.
it will be the number, yeah, for this one. And then
Okay.
what's the table names that we've created? What's the table name that we've created with this?
Okay, what?
What's the table name?
The table name? Questions.
Questions, yes, good. So the table name is questions, yeah. We've created a
Yep.
table named questions. Okay, so now for formatting rules. So it is customary to write the names of the both tables and columns in the lowercase letters. If a name includes the two words, they are usually connected using the underscore. So basically, we can use underscore, yeah, to make this a good enough. And then to add new records to the table, we can use the insert command, yeah. So basically, we can use the insert command. So we can like this one, like this. Yeah. So just type insert into questions. We have the question, we have the max score, correct answer, and incorrect answer. So basically, we have four kind of columns on here. And we want to insert into the questions tables. And we set the values to be, the first values to be 2.2 equal to 4, and then 1, true, and then false. So basically, we
False.
want to add the values, we want to add the data to our columns or maybe to our tables, yeah, with the four columns. So something that you need to see, we also add the four content, yeah, because we have the four columns, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, we go next. And then for getting information, to get information from database, we can use the select command. So basically this general syntax of the command, we can just type select blah 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 from blah 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 where blah blah blah. So we can set the conditions where we want to get the database. So which database that we want to pull, and then we want to select what, maybe all the columns or maybe just selected columns. So examples of the information can do by using the SQL syntax. So when we want to get all the data from questions table, so we can use this asterisk scanner. That means all when we are using the asterisk like this, yeah. From questions. So question is what? Questions is the data, the table, yeah, the table that we want to pull. And then for the get the list questions and correct answers only. So it just mentions the two columns. We have the question and also correct answer. We want to pull it from the table of questions. And then maybe we want to get the data on the questions, but we want to set the conditions which more than 2 points are awarded from. So yeah, just use this asterisk from questions where maximum score greater than 2. So basically that means we want to have the maximum score greater than 2, yeah, for this one. And then in the condition in SQL queries,
Can be
so the
set in a
following
request.
conditions can be set also in the request, yeah. And for
Just
the text
text comparison.
comparison, sorry.
Comparison of no. Yeah. Continue. Continue.
Okay, so basically maybe I will try to continue because
Okay.
we only have the 30 minutes for this one. So we go for the text comparison. Yeah, also the comparison of numerical values. And also we have also the logical operations. Yeah, we have the and, or,
Or
and maybe
and
not.
not. Is
So
this the
basically we
logical
have,
gates?
yeah, the logical gates. Yeah, true. We have the and,
I
maybe in the
I've
logical gates.
I've I've learned this in school, by the way.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think because yeah, maybe for the simple we have only three, but the outside of that we have the, so we have many. Yeah, we have also none, if you know none. We have also nor. Yeah, I think it's just the reverse. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just like that. And then for sorting query results, so we to sort the query results, we can use the order by command. And by default, the results are sorted in the ascending order. For example, we want to get the data about questions in ascending order of the cause of correct answers. So basically, we can use the select asterisk from questions ordered by maximum score. So basically,
Hmm.
we pull the data from the table of the questions and then we ordering it by maximum score. So basically, we want to get the highest maximum score from the tables of the questions. You know, we want to get the all informations because we are using the asterisks. Yeah, that means we want to pull all columns. Yeah, that means all columns.
Okay. So asterisk means all columns.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we will try to continue, yeah, because the time also. So now for the SQL Type 3 module. So basically on the SQL plus Python, all of this it is all of this is good, of course, but we are programming in Python and not SQL. And now, right now, how do we add database comments to the Python code? So how do we do that? So basically, we need to connect the SQLite module, SQLite 3 module. We need to establish the database connections, create an object that will be represent the database in the program. We need to create also the cursor, a special objects for sending queries to
Give
the
me a sec.
database. We need
Wait.
to also
The
execute query.
wait. The cursor. You mean the mouse cursor or what?
No, no, no. That's not the cursor, yeah. Not the mouse. No, we will try to learn this on the platform. Yeah, that's okay. We have also the execute query, maybe or series of queries, and set the results to a variable, and then we need to also accept the change to the database here. So basically, we have the 5 steps for this. So basically, for connect to the module, so just type import SQLite tree for import the SQLite tree, and then we go for the connections. We will get the connections. Connections equals SQLite tree dot connect, and we want to establish the DB. So basically, to establish the connections, we can type just dot connect like this. Okay, choose the connect command from the SQLite tree module. And then we go for the maybe what the names of DB. So basically for this one, we have the DB names questions.db. For example, the database is stored in the questions.db file. So basically we have the questions.db file just like this. And then we have also the cursor equal to connections.cursor. So basically we create an object for sending requests to database using the cursor method. Yeah. So basically we have the cursor method for this one, and we save the receive objects in the cursor variable. So basically we save the informations that we've get inside the connections.cursor inside the cursor variable. And after that, we can go here. Yeah. We can also like make like this. So basically we have the questions.db, which the DB that we want to pull. And then we have also the cursor, connections.cursor. And then cursor.execute, yeah. We need to select asterisk from the questions, and then where the maximum score greater than 2. So that means we want to get the table from the table of questions and the conditions when the maximum score is greater than 2. Maybe it can be 3, 4, and etc. Yeah. The execute method is used to execute the request, and then the request text is passed as a string constant if the text takes up multiple lines. It will be enclosed in the triple quotes. And then the result, the request is stored in the cursor object. So basically, it will be the object. Yeah. The cursor is not the mouse here, but it's likely the variable or maybe the object there for this one. Okay.
Okay.
And then how do we insert variable value into the query text? So basically, we can use the string concatenations. Maybe for this one, we set the score equal to 2, for example. And then we go for the query, select asterisk from questions. And then where maximum score. And then maybe we want to change this. Yeah, just use the plus sign, string score. So basically, we convert the score from the integer to be string. And then we try to execute this. Cursor to execute, and then we execute the query. So basically the cursor will try to execute the query dynamically because we set a score inside the variable. And then, but it's dangerous for this one. The site becomes vulnerable to SQL injection attacks, which leads the malicious SQL code being launched. So basically, it's not the best approach anyway. So it's just the options. But maybe maybe if you want to create a professional website and professional database inside that, so I think it's not the good enough when we use this method. And then for the second method, we are using the list. So we are setting this like this. Score to score result execute. We select asterisk from the questions. Where maximum score, we are going to using the questions mark, and then we go for the list. Yeah, that means the score. Okay, it's also the great solutions anyway. So attackers would have no way to insert the malicious code into the request. So basically, because we make it safe rather than previous just like this. Because we can use this method again when we want to create maybe professional website. Okay.
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 Can I see the code, Winston?
Yes, this one.
Okay. Okay, Mister, done.
Okay, so basically, like that And then for the placeholder syntax, so what is it? I will try to explain to you. So basically, we have the cursor execute just like the previous, and then we select the asterisks from table where column 1 and column 2. Don't forget to add the question marks on here. We have the A and then B.
And B. A is
So
column 1, yeah.
yes, A for the column 1 content, which is this one. It's for A and it's for B.
Okay.
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 So the question mark is the placeholder. So basically, it's just like the chair, your chair. Okay. It holds the place that the value of the variable will be substituted to the when executing the query. There can be multiple placeholders in the same request. So the second argument is a list of the variables whose values need to be substituted in the place of the placeholders. And the variables are also listed in the order in which they are inserted into the query. So basically, we have also this one. So that's how it works. And then for the set the result into variable, so we have this one, import SQLite tree. We have also the connect questions.db. We have the connection cursor for this one, for the cursor. And then we try to go for the execute. Execute, we select asterisk from questions where maximum score greater than 2, for example.
Okay.
We have also now the data cursor.fetch all. So basically we
Fetch
can use the
all.
fetch all method to convert the received data into list of tuples and set the
Uh,
result in the data
what
variable.
is
So basically,
tuples?
yeah, list tuples.
What is tuples?
Tuples is the kind of data type we will try to learn
Okay.
on the platform. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. As you can see, list of the tuples. So basically, tuples is just like a list,
Oh,
but we inside the uh, parenthesis. I mean this one, not the box bracket. Okay, as you can see, we have the EP MGA H 3 true false, and then the second content we have this one. Don't forget that we have the four anyway. One, two, three, four. Why we have four? Because we have four columns. Yeah, each tuple contains data related to single questions. So basically, we will save this one to our columns here, which have the four columns. So for save the change, so we can import the SQLite tree, and then we connect. Yeah, correct. Connection SQLite tree, we connect equations.db, and then we go for the cursor, connection.cursor, and then we go for the execute. Select asterisk from questions where maximum score greater than 2. And then we go for this one, cursor.fetch all to fetching this to be tuples, and then we go for the commit. So for saving change to the database, yeah, just like the GitHub, we are using commit to, maybe commit is for when we want to get the change request, but we're using commit on here. So basically it will be for saving the changes to the database. Okay, so that's it. Let's go. Now we go for the task, yeah. PSG plus platforms working with the database. Let's go,
okay.
Keanu.
Visual Studio Code.
Okay, it's also the last presentations, yeah. So basically, in the next lessons, we will try to learn how to create and use our own database, yeah, in the next lessons. Okay, let's go. Open the Visual Studio Code, and we will try to learn. We'll try to learn and also code.
Okay, wait. Let me log in first. Okay.
Okay, you need to log in.
Which module, Mister?
Okay, the same module, just like
Oh, two.
just like
Okay.
what we've learned.
Okay, then, Mister.
Done. Okay, don't forget to share a screen.
I am sharing my screen.
Okay, read the question first. Database queries. Okay, read one by one. Database queries. Read one by one, Kian. So make
How
sure
many
that,
artists are represented in the database? How many women are in the database? How many people in the database were born before 1900s?
okay, so basically we will try to create um, the syntax on here. Okay, so basically we will try to create the syntax and we will try to answer those questions.
Okay. Okay, Mister.
Just wait for a second. Can you see my screen? Or my screen
Yes,
still outside?
your screen stays on slides.
Still on the sides?
Yeah, still on the slides.
Okay, it's not changed. Okay, I will, okay, maybe I will try to refresh. Okay, can you see my screen now? Can you see it now, Kenu?
Wait, wait. Uh, yes, but it's loading, right?
Yes. Okay, just wait a little bit. Okay.
Okay, okay then.
Database queries. Okay, don't forget to trust. In this task, you will work a ready-made. So what's the ready-made? Okay, let's check. Yeah, database using SQL and SQLite library. You need to make a few queries to the database and get information to answer questions that posted on the platforms. Okay, information about database. Okay, so basically we have this kind of content. Yeah, we have the artist for integer, name for the text, nationality for the text type, gender for the text type, and also the birth year for integer type. And the table name is artist. And for getting records, as you can see, we will try to answer those questions. Yeah, we have the four questions. So it's also the informations for connections. We can go here, connections equal to SQLite tree.connect for connecting for the, for the SQL. So after the, so basically on here we will try to import first the connections. Okay, and then create the cursor objects, connection cursor. Okay, execute, select commands, cursor fetch all to get the list of the tuples, and then connections commit. Okay, let's go. We continue Kenu for these lessons. So basically for now, let's go. We import first the SQLite, and then we get the connections. As you can see, the name of the DB is the artist. Can you see this? Okay, so what we need to do now is just type connections equal. Okay, maybe can you follow me? Just type this
Yes.
one, SQLite 3 dot connect. Okay, connect with what the name of database. Just
Oh.
copy this and copy relative path and then
Okay.
paste. Yeah. So basically, the name of the database is this one. The double name is artist. And then just type this cursor equal to connections
SQLite.
dot cursor. Okay, so it's for we establish the connections between our code with the database, which is the artist database. Type like this, Keanu.
Cursor
So the first
cursor.
questions, yeah, the first question is how many artists are represented in the database? Okay, how many artists? Maybe to check this one first, we can go type this one for selecting all of the content.
No, we aren't doing like a cursor execute yet.
Cursor, yes, execute.
Okay.
So it look like? We can select everything that means asterisk from what's the name of the DB? Name of DB is artist. Okay, artist. And then we go for data. Data equal to cursor dot fetch all. And then just print. Print what? Number. Okay, maybe we can just copy these questions. Just copy these questions. We change this. Paste and then just try to answer. So basically
Okay.
for getting this, we only need to use the len and then the data. And then when I try to run this, okay, let me check. Is it correct? Okay, so the output is 460, yeah. 460 for this.
Wait, mister. I think there's a problem.
What's problem?
Oh, okay, wait. Okay, done. And then, okay, what? Cursor dot execute. What? Huh?
Okay, so the answer is 460. Can you see this?
Yeah, but okay, wait.
Okay, let me check your screen. Object, okay, built-in functions. Select, delete the C, delete the C, delete the C. Okay, artist with S, and then
Okay,
S.
but the
Okay.
execute and the fetch all is in yellow.
Just try to run this. SQLite,
Nope.
artist DB. Okay, this cursor, don't forget using this the parenthesis.
Oh, okay.
Parenthesis.
Yeah, 460, yeah.
Okay, good. 460. Okay, good. Let's go for the next questions.
Cursor
What's the
execute.
questions? How many women now? How many women, female, are in database? So how to get this? Okay, so maybe if you want to maybe just try to do something, maybe we can just copy this.
Yeah, copy paste.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, as you can see, it's outputting the data, yeah, but it's not in the good format because we need to use the pandas to make the tables, but that's okay. Now, how many women? So basically, how to perform this? So
Change the
basically, we
asterisk.
can use the
Oh,
conditions name
oh,
where and
condition.
where, what? Okay, let's go. We check. So what they have on here? Oh, we have the gender, yeah. We have the gender, where gender equal to to what? To female. So
Female.
basically, female. So basically, we want to get informations about the gender that female on here. And then we will try to answer the number two questions. How many women female in the database? Just change this. Okay, and then just go for the length of the data. Length data. I will try to run this. Okay, so basically the output is 63, as you can see. Yeah.
63. Okay, wait.
Okay. So that's how we answer the questions. And then maybe for number three, how many people in the database were born
Wait, no
before?
such column as female, huh?
Sorry.
No such column as female, huh?
Yes, it must be female.
Yeah?
No such column female. Okay, because you are using the okay. So basically, Keanu, you need to use the okay. Can you scroll up? Can you scroll up a little bit? Let me explain to you what make it wrong. So basically, you need to change this and the last one with the single, and then for the
Okay.
female using the double. So basically, female like this, female. But for the last one, close it with the single.
Okay.
Uh, okay.
Okay, 63.
Okay, 63. Okay, good. Okay, let's go now. We continue. How many people in the database were born before 1900? Okay, just copy the questions first, maybe for the
And
number
then
three.
where birth before.
Yeah. Select, okay, where? So where what? We can go here. Where birth year, yeah. So the name of this is birth year. So just copy this. Where? Okay. Birth year. Don't forget to use this double quotes. Less than. It's a what? Before. So that means before is we can use the less than. Less than. Less than of what? Less than 1,900. Okay, and after this,
Okay.
just click the run button. As you can see,
1 to 9.
122.
Uh,
122. Okay?
it says 1 to 9 for me.
Okay, let me check. Not less than equal, but less than. Before. Before that means not included the 100 and 1,900.
Okay, 122.
Is it correct? 122?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so now for the last questions here, I think code in the SQL is very, very fun. It's not, I think it's not hard like the Python, but, and also it's
Yes.
fun, yeah. And then number four, what's the name of the oldest artist? So basically just
Mm.
copy this. And then what we need to do now, so we need to do now the name, yeah. So we need to get the name of this artist.
Your name.
Okay, it's likely, okay, name of the oldest artist. So basically we want to get
How you
them,
find
select the
this?
name. What's the name?
Oh,
Name, name,
name.
name,
Name,
name.
name, the name.
Okay, we want to get the name. Okay, anyway, it's kind of long here for this one. Maybe I will make it fast, but we can also, maybe I will try it. Select name, where, uh, which the oldest. Hmm, okay,
Uh, I think this is next, yeah.
where's the name of the oldest? Okay, so oldest, that means the, mhm. Okay, where, okay, this one from artist, where birth year, also say birth year is less than. So basically, it will be the oldest, yeah. And don't forget to use the order by. So that means we want to get the oldest. Order by
Order by.
what? By birth year. So basically we want to get the oldest. Order by, that means we want to sorting this by from the oldest to the youngest. We want to get the name. Okay, and then just copy the questions.
Okay, wait.
Try to run this. As you can see, name of the oldest artist. From artist, where birth year. Okay, order by. Maybe name and also birth year. Oh, okay, sorry. We are not need to use this one. We need to use the data. Okay, so as you can see, it will showing us like this. So what we need to do now to make it share and make it easy to read. So we need to use this likely index. So basically, as you can see, it will be the Thomas Bewick. Yeah, so that's the oldest. We can also maybe if you want to get also the birth year. Okay, Thomas Bewick. Can we use the one? Okay, it will showing me as like this. So basically, the the birth date
Oh,
is,
it just shows the tuples.
yeah. We only need to use the double list of the this one. So that means we want to get the name only, which is the Thomas Bewick, because the data is inside the not, it's likely in the tuple. Yeah, so we need to use this one. You need to use this one again with the list of this one. 0, 0, 0.
Oh, Thomas Bewick. Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, so that's it for the first questions. Maybe we can hit the checklist button, yeah, and
Okay.
send a task.
Done. Done.
Okay,
Everything.
done. Okay, maybe for now we can first you can share your screen, Keanu, and
Mm-hmm.
open the web page. Maybe, yeah, open the web page, and then we will try to answer the first questions first, yeah, because
Okay.
okay, I mean the segment 3. Okay, database contains information about how many artists from the answer.
Wait. I forgot. Okay, wait.
Okay, just open.
Ah, search table artist like 7.
No such table artist. Okay, can we run this again?
Huh? What?
Select. Have you? Okay, I think. Can you open the Algorithmica first? Because I think you are not opening it. I mean, like, you can just open the questions on here,
Oh
but
yeah.
you try to answer on the platform, yeah. I mean, on the web, because if you are doing this, it will be
Oh
disappear.
yeah.
Yeah. So you need to answer it inside the web page.
Yeah. 460. Yes. That's information about. Okay.
Okay, good. 22, and then once again, Thomas Bewick.
Okay.
Okay, good, yeah. So basically, we have answered those questions on our task, yeah. Okay, maybe we can go to the lesson, the next lessons, which is still in the lesson 2. Maybe I will make it quick, yeah. We still have that time, just a little bit, and after that we will try to review. Maybe on here, what we need to do now, I will send you the code, and we will try to discuss, yeah, because we have only less amount of the time. Yeah, can you copy this, Keanu, to your Visual Studio Code? Let's open on the segment 2.
Where do I put this?
You need to share your screen.
Where do I put this, Mister?
On the segment 2, number 2.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, write the code to generate a web page based on database query. Write the code to generate a web page containing the name of the artist who were born and the year entered by the user. So we need to also provide the different options. We have the example text on here and so on.
No module name Flask.
So how to doing this? You need to import the Flask module. Yeah, you need to type pip install Flask on here. Yeah, pip install Flask.
Okay. Okay, done. Now what?
And then
Year
once again,
is not defined.
sorry,
Year is not defined.
year is not defined.
Yes.
Okay, maybe you can copy this. You can just continue what I've sent to you in the chat, and I will try.
Should I replace this with
No, just add the on the okay, yeah.
okay. Oh.
And then the last one.
A year is not defined, Mister.
It's okay. Just copy first. I will tell you. Have you finished copying this? All of this I've sent to you three kinds of the segment. Keanu, hello.
Yes.
Okay, paste this. You haven't finished. Okay, good. Let's go. So basically
What?
for this one,
Uh,
the indentation, the indentations. Please make sure that the indentation is already good enough.
okay.
Make sure the indentation is good enough.
Okay, then. Where's the expanded indent block?
Okay, so basically, wait, wait. Oh, sorry, why I'm copying this? Okay, this one and then this one. Okay, I think it's normal for me. So basically, I will send my screen to you. So basically, we have the data to web, yeah, anyway. So it's about we need to establish the connections, just like usual. The artist DB, which is the database name. We have also the cursor. And also we have also the select name from artist where birth year. So basically it will be, we replace this with something inside the year. And then we have also the fetch all. And then we go for the if options one, yeah. If len data equal to the equal to 0, that means there's no data in the database about the artist born in blah blah blah. And then there's only one artist in born specified year, so it will showing us in the data with this one, yeah, with the double of list with the 0. And then also when we request something, so basically we will able to add something, yeah, we will able to request something. Enter the artist year of the birth. We will type the year and then it will opening to us. Maybe when I run this, so where's the output? Okay, as you can see, enter the birth year of the artist year of the birth, maybe 2001. Okay, as you can see, it will serving the flash and it will showing us in the desktop. I will send my screen in the full and you will see that. Don't worry, we will also will learn this in the next lessons. Yeah, as you can see,
Okay.
it's not the base about the artist born in 2001. And then just click the Control C to accept to close. Yeah, and then we can also check the which artist that inside this. Maybe you can type another year. Maybe if I run again, maybe 20. Click this. There's no data. Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
We'll find of this. So basically, that's how we store the information on database and how we open the database, yeah, open our database inside this.
Okay, Mister.
Okay, maybe don't forget to also get the checklist, yeah, for this one. The next, we will try to learn more about this. Have you checklist on
Yep,
the
I
lesson?
checklist. Yep.
Have you finished for number
Yep.
2?
Finished.
Okay, so that's it, Keanu, for our today's lesson. Yeah, so we have finished about our today's module. Which we learn about the module 6 and lesson 3. We're working with the database, yeah. So basically on here we learn about the SQL, which is the structured query language. It's the language to discuss or maybe to discuss to the web base anyway to database. We can do some on here. We can do some. We can edit. We can insert the data, new data. We can also modify this. We can select when we want to get the informations. We can also delete and all of that, yeah, on our today's lessons. On here also, we've learned about the Flash, yeah. So basically Flash is, and we combine with the SQL. So basically Flash is the likely a server for the website. So as you can see, when we are using the SQL, it will combine with the Flash. It will opening our database inside the Flash web page, just like we've did in the previous. Before we finish,
Okay.
any questions, Keanu?
No questions.
No questions. Can you summarize that what you've learned so
Okay,
far?
so we learn about the SQLite module in Python, which is
Yeah,
basically
SQLite module. And inside SQLite,
ordering columns to which is basically printing and ordering columns.
okay, so basically it contains of the columns and also the
The
vertical is columns and then the horizontal is
the horizontal rows.
rows. Yeah, it contains about the verticals, yeah, verticals for the columns and also the rows for the horizontal. Okay, maybe that's it, Keanu, for our today's lessons. Thank you so much for joining today's lessons. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me. Yeah, maybe that's
Yep.
it. Thank you so much and see you in the next lessons. Okay, bye bye. Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Thank you.